We are stopped to get water at Davenport Canyon. And Luke doesn't like to be on the videos. Boys are waking up over there. They hung their hammocks inside of the corral. It's beautiful up here. Had a pretty good night. Got some things I need to adjust, as my head was higher than my feet last night, and that kind of sunk me down into the bottom of the hammock so I couldn't put my legs out. Got some things to adjust, but I learned. Here comes Carol, so we will head out on the trail. We are filling our water at what we dubbed bat trough, because a month ago Carol and I found a dead bat in this trough. I'm sure it's fine. Interview time.
Don't.
Just tell me how you sleep last night.
Fine. Good. We slept in the horse corral.
How did that work?
Good.
You glad you did it?
I just wish I'd done my hammock, but made it level.
Cows or anything last night come up like that guy was saying they might?
No.
I didn't notice any either, but...
Joseph, you said you wished you'd done your hammock more level?
Done it more level, yeah.
That's interesting, because I need to hang mine a little bit different this time too.
My
Actually,
only problem,
because I kept on ending up in the fail position.
So what I noticed is next time, instead of sleeping, I just need to turn around.
Well, I think the reason I've tried that before, and it ends up my feet get cold because all the blood's going back from my feet into my center.
Okay.
So I have to go at least a level or maybe slightly down, just not nowhere near its.
Okay. Cool. I think we'll be sleeping in aspens tonight, so
Sweet.
you'll be able to put it just how you want. Okay, and how's today's hike been so far?
good.
Joseph made a face. It's up.
Not bad. It's pretty steep.
It is steep. Would you rather be going up or down?
Up.
So we're glad for today, right? Alright. Thank you for being willing participants in my survey. So we're heading down this into White Pine Fork, and then we've got to go up to the top of that saddle. And we're all dreading it a little bit because we have been climbing today. But we're going to be fine. It's going to be good. Let's go. Got our mushroom. We're not going to eat it. I don't know what to say more than that, but it's cool. It's had kind of a scary experience. Carol and I went forward on one trail, and then it kind of split, and you couldn't really tell which one was the correct trail. We already knew that one trail went down the mountain and the other one kept going forward, so we went on it, and there were no tracks for the boys who were ahead of us. So we got to where we were headed to, which is the water trough that we were gonna meet at. No boys. So I set my stuff down, and mind you, this is at the end of the big climb. Like, it's taken us all day to climb up this. And so I put everything down and headed back and went down the trail I thought they went down, and I didn't see any tracks. So I have my whistle, and we already have kind of set up a sequence, so we blow twice, and if the other person can hear you, they blow twice back. And at first, when I was going down the trail that I thought they went down, they weren't whistling back, but then I saw there were no tracks. So we turned around and started coming back up and whistled again, and then I heard the answering whistle. So I just kept following that up. Back on the trail we had already come on, So somehow we had passed them. So I kept going back, and some motorcyclists, we had seen them earlier in the day, and we saw them again, the only other people up here on the trail, and asked them if they'd seen the boys and how far back they were, and they had not seen them. So the motorcycle guys kept going. They asked if I needed help, and I said, no, I can hear them, it's okay. And then they left, and I heard the boys whistle again, and then I saw them. And they had stopped at a water trough. It was the wrong one. Plus, they went down to see where the water was coming from, or I guess where it had gone. So they were there thinking that's where we were coming. So they were at the trough. But all of this to say, whistles. If you're going out in a group or by yourself, have a whistle and have a plan. And really, it saved the day. It was pretty spectacular. So this is a view of Hickman Canyon. We're staying down in it tonight, and then we're going to go up over, centered in the screen is the pass we've got to go over, and then down to finish our 24-mile trail. It's been great. Carol and I have had a lot of knee issues. Not so much today, like the climbing days are fine. And it's interesting that I've got my pack off and I don't really have the issues, so it's really pack on downhill a long ways that does the knees. It's been a good trip. We've learned quite a few things, like a 15-minute rest does wonders on the knees, but an hour, like when they're starting to get super sore, an hour like takes them back to fresh. So that's wonderful to know. Sore knees doesn't have to mean the end. Just stop and rest for a little bit. There's a lot of things I've learned and I haven't stopped to note them, but as I go forward I know that I'll remember and put them into action. That doesn't help you any. But alright, I'm going to keep moving forward back to where we're camping.